Paul, away at Irlam tonight. Safe to say you weren't the happiest on Saturday.
Yeah, I think, on reflection, it's probably better having a point against Cheriton than no points. But when you're 2-0 up in any game of football, we looked at the stats and look at those sort of things at the end of last season, and when we scored 2 goals last season, 80% of the games I think we win, and we didn't on Saturday, and that was disappointing. But first game of the season, you've got to roll with the punches a little bit in this league and make sure you don't stay down for too long. And I think that we'll look back on that as a good point in the end. I think Cheriton will do well this season. They've recruited very well to a group that was already good, and for us to be 2-0 up against them was really good in the first half, and we just didn't quite see the game through. And we've had a good chat about some of the things that we need to improve on a little bit, and it looks like the players agree with me, so hopefully we see some of that tonight. So
you've had a bit of time since then. Happy camp? All ready to go tonight?
Very much so, yeah, very much so. It's good, isn't it, when you're frustrated at drawing a game against, I've had messages from other teams and other managers this weekend and saying what a good result that was for us, and we get frustrated that we didn't win the game. So it's good that we're in that place rather than being ecstatic we've got a point, we're frustrated we haven't, and that's a good sign really, because the players know that they're capable of more and doing very well at this level of football, and the challenge is always to get that out of ourselves as consistently as possible. So it's we're looking really for that kind of first 35 minutes that we saw on Saturday for the whole game today, and if we can get that, we'll go some way to giving Irlam a good test. Just the one change tonight as Attersley's come in. Yeah. He's starting as well tonight. What are you looking to see from him? Experience. I think at times we just get a little bit, I wouldn't say emotional, but yeah, emotional. Some of them get very emotional for things that just divert them away from the game. And Dan's been there and done it at a high level of football, and is able to keep a little bit of perspective in the middle of the heat of the battle. And we need that at times. So hopefully he brings that. Hopefully he keeps them focused on delivering the plan rather than reacting to stuff that happens in the game. And if we can do that, and Dan can play that role, and then obviously we've got Sean who's still coming back from quite a lengthy layoff again, so we're feeding him in gently really, and not asking too much of him. We do have a 2-week 10-day break after this one, but it's silly kind of bursting Sean and when it's a long old season. So yeah, that's the only change. We're looking to have a little bit of consistency and trying to find that rhythm that we saw in pre-season, but now there's points on the board, we can't kind of chase results. We've just got to chase performances and do what we know works for us, and hopefully we can get back to that tonight.
Well, conditions are a lot better than last time we were here in the spring, when it was somewhat boggier than tonight, so hopefully it'll be a really good game.
Fingers crossed. Cheers, Sam.
Cheers.